City on a Tuesday. It's the first day of August. Kenworth, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's a nice morning.
It is a beautiful morning.
Yeah, it's the first day of August.
Grateful that we live that Belize, you know.
Paradise.
It's the only place where God improved upon perfection.
Yeah. I like that one. Say what? The only place that God...
The only place on earth where God improved upon perfection.
Yeah, Belize. But I wouldn't change it for anywhere else.
That's right. And good morning to the world, you know.
Yeah,
Belize
man.
and the world.
Tuesday morning. But before we get into the discussion, Kenworth, today, let's take a look at the weather for Tuesday, the first day of August, 2017. The information is at 6 this morning. The general situation, mainly fair and warm weather, prevails over the area. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and its coastal waters, mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be isolated except for a few more over inland areas this afternoon, then over the south tonight. There are no advisories today. The marine conditions, the winds coming out of the east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots, the sea state moderate. The outlook are partly cloudy with isolated showers except for a few more or isolated thunderstorms at night time. The temperatures, the highs today along the coast, 89 degrees, inland 95 degrees, in the hills 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows tonight along the coast, 82 degrees, inland 75 degrees, in the hills 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The astronomical conditions, the tides. A low tide will occur this afternoon at 15 minutes after midday, followed by another low tonight at 36 minutes after 11. A high tide will occur this evening at 25 minutes after 6, another high tomorrow morning at 30 minutes after 5. The sun rose this morning. The sun will set this evening at 26 minutes after 6 and will rise tomorrow morning at 32 minutes after 5. The moon will set this afternoon at 43 minutes after 1 and will rise tomorrow morning at 21 minutes after 1. And now your tropical weather outlook. At 3 this morning, tropical depression Emily was centered near 28.3 north, 80.1 west, or about 50 miles northeast of Vero Beach, Florida. Maximum sustained winds for 30 miles per hour, and Emily was moving to the east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. We want to say thanks to Forecaster Young and the Belize Weather Bureau for providing us with today's weather information. And also, Kenworth, we want to remind Belize and the world that Belize plays Nicaragua in the Scotiabank CONCACAF League on Thursday in Nicaragua, and Belize is represented by the Belmopan Bandits, and we want to ask Belizeans to support. I'm certain that the game will be broadcast live. We need to find out where and when the game will be broadcast so Belizeans could be tuned in, and we want to ask all those Belizeans who are able to accompany the team to go and be proud. Make Belize proud. Yes, man. Carry anything, red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Most of all, we want success in terms of the team.
Yeah.
Well, we must say congratulations to the Bandits, man. You know, they have put together a sporting club, not just a football club, an entire sporting organization. And, you know, I am impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, and I remember some months ago, me and you commented on the efforts of the area representative for Belmopan, Mr. Saldiva, our old friend of the show.
Yeah, and good friend of ours.
And you know, and his efforts in terms of sports, and he has his detractors, but most of all, he have his supporters and people who support him in his efforts. And you can't tell me, you could be any kind of politician and have your own political views and whatnot, but come on, you can't tell me that the efforts that have been put forward by Mr. Saldiva in terms of sports at Belmopan is not a very positive thing for the community and the constituency and the larger country, you know, in terms of putting together one sports club.
Well, Kenworth, the whole Bandits franchise is one of the most successful franchise in our country.
Definitely.
And if you look at it, the Bandits franchise don't only include football. It includes basketball. As I was listening to an interview the other day, I think it also includes softball, and it includes people at all age. All ages.
And then basketball.
Yeah, basketball, football, softball, and a few weeks ago we were privileged to have a few of the people here, including 2 from the team and 1 from the management, and this is a franchise that caters to all ages. In fact, there's football at all levels, and it seems to be one of the only franchise that has a farming system, whereby you start from very young and then you move right up. And when you look at that kind of activity in the sporting arena, and you look at the kind of sporting facilities that are being built over this country, it will show that we need more people, more businessmen who will be interested in sports and promote sports, because at one point we didn't have any sporting facilities really, or the kind of sporting facilities were the quality was very low.
Yes.
And now we have top of the line world class sporting facilities, and this has to be a sign from the government to athletes to improve their play and improve their game. I mean, what, 5-10 years ago, here no artificial turf, no football. I mean, in the Isidoro Beaton Stadium,
yeah,
the stadium out in San Pedro, the football stadium out in San Pedro, and our athletes go out and they compete in different countries, and the kind of facilities they meet there. First of all, you try win a game,
right?
But first of all, you have to try cope with the changes and the different environment, the different type of field. Because I know when you were younger, you used to kick the ball.
Man, definitely.
When you kick the ball on grass, artificial turf, that 2 different movements.
Definitely, most certainly it is.
So. We need to big up the government. I just made a listen before we start the show to Marshall the talk, but I've got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because somebody probably told him, and he was saying, oh, the infrastructure, and they talk about the PUP and how what we are doing now, we are just improving, man. The civic center, the one new center, but poor Marshall, he can't see. But I'm not dealing upon that.
I want to say something about that. Make we address it from the standpoint. So what are we supposed to do? Leave the infrastructure the way it is, or isn't it, or better for the country for try to the best of our ability for improve it? Whether we improve it, and why is it that you cannot acknowledge that one lot of what you see is not improvement as much as it is innovation? It is new. That the investment that we have made in the infrastructure in terms of sports, and I not just talk about the physical infrastructure. I'm talking about the structures we've put in terms of getting leagues and teams and the sports themselves moving, right? That there was no blueprint. There was nothing there that said, from whole over for 9 days, sports is getting better. The participation and the infrastructure is getting better. It is not moving at the pace where nobody wants, because resources are not there, and it has to be allocated in a portion, in proportion to your budget and what you're able to do. But come on, man. Stop fine thing for criticizing that like baby we want to cry, you know.
Yeah.
Not care what you do.
You can't have Baba still ball.
Well, I remember the streets of Belize City and various places being such decrepit conditions when we started in when we started upgrading the streets and moving to and doing things. They start to say, oh, no, shouldn't have they do that, or no, should have they do this?
We can't eat street.
We can't eat street. But they would never make the bridge to the fact that if you not got good street, you can't get to which part the food they forget and for putting in your mouth.
The people can't get there. If you buy the material, if you cook the food,
that's right.
The ingredients.
You know, if you not got improve road the highways, and again I drive pan good thing this morning, and the work has started on the next portion, Joe. You know, we are really before the next the next year and a half, we are really gonna smooth drive all the way in for Ladyville.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
And the rest, all the other works that we do along the Western Highway, the improvement from the Hummingbird Highway. Man, I can tell you something. Not for deviate from the sports thing and whatnot. But while you have the coalition of no, and then one where they holler corruption and this and that and the other, they have become so blind that they cannot and will not acknowledge the kind of development that has taken place over the last 8-9 years of the United Democratic Party rule. And what happened is, I get back to saying that somehow or the other we need to carry that message on a look upon where we had, look at what we have, and think about where we are going with all of this. I must look at the younger people who are not conscious of the fact that I want to know in terms of the super bond dollars in a then days there, what would that translate to in a dollars today?
Yeah, make a pull the call. Carlo, good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
Yesterday, again at the immigration, a friend of mine, way from Orange Walk, went to do to get a passport for her child, and she was turned back because her birth certificate had a crease.
The birth certificate had a crease.
Is that written in the law?
But that one not sound correct to me. The birth certificate had a crease.
Yes. She when she received the birth certificate, she folded it in half. And she went to the immigration office with the forms and everything. And they turned her back. She lives in Orange Walk, and they told her she needs to get another birth certificate and bring it back without a crease.
That does sound correct to me, my brother. That sound quite that to me that to me sound crazy. Isn't it? I mean, if you have a birth certificate, if I have a birth certificate, what difference does it make if it has a crease? There has to be something more than that. Why that person was turned back, man? I
was outside. I was outside when she came out.
Send me one.
And I saw it, and she was crying so because it took her 1 week up and down to get that birth certificate, and now she have to come back and get a new one.
Birth certificate got a crease, so they don't take it, man. That does sound correct to me. If it's true, it's crazy.
The last time it was because the color ink on the application.
Because of what?
Two color ink. One, the application was made out in blue ink, and the person signed in black ink, and they would not receive the application.
That's to me, then they kind of reason they kind of crazy, my brother. I want crease.
And when you get there with those people at the counter, you have no one to appeal to, nobody in higher authority, because they are the ones that have the Bible in their hand.
No man. No. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. Whenever you go any place, there has to be somebody in charge. You can't have lone Indian and no chief. There has to be a chief. So if you get there and you're dealing with the Indians, you ask for the chief. And you lodge your complaint to the chief. Not tell me that you can get that the place and all that. Chief.
When you do that, they call the security.
Man, how do you call security after you for the talk for your right? Man, come on. Not tell me where they get. Man, where they get you
are not there.
Hold on, my brother, but you
I hope the minister and the CEO and the director of immigration.
To me, that doesn't sound right. To me, that doesn't sound right. Wow.
These counter clerks in Belize, they are cruel. This lady come home from a Range Rock after he done punish, forget the birth certificate, and then know they turn her back yesterday about 1:30, 2 o'clock yesterday. She was turned
because the birth certificate got creased.
Is creased.
Man, that does sound correct to me, my brother. That does sound correct to me at all. You want to give me the lady number, make I call and find out what are the real reason why the lady no get past, why the thing not gone through? You could give me the number, give me the... Hold on, man, listen to what I'm saying to you. My advice to you, you give me a number, and I will call and ask them the real reason why, and we'll find out if that increase or what. Give me the number, the lady. Give me the lady's number. If you want, I could put you on hold. Dale will get the name, and Dale will get the number, and I will call, and then I want to tell you why. Listen. Oh, Jesus and Rice, man. Listen. My brother, listen to me. If you want to make a complaint and you want help, have the information available. I am telling you that if you want us to check on that, to find out if that is the real reason, you give us the lady's number and you give us a contact number, and we will get back in touch with you. Okay? What crease?
No. But what I think he never gave you a chance to explain that you to try help.
I try helping.
Problem where why I cannot because I come from rural originally. I come from a village. You understand me? When people make one sacrifice for have to travel to whatever, wherever it is for get something done that you have to do, whether that one passport, that one ID, one driver's license, or one land document or whatnot, and you get there and you have some clerks or people in it we're supposed to serve you, and all and do that, build barriers to you getting it. For time they tell you got to go because you're 1 minute late, or because the ink somebody fill out the thing in a blue and sign in a black and whatnot. Man, then the thing that are crazy is people, as like you need to check the signature for see to it that the person was signed, that person acknowledge that the information is correct. And what we continue to do is to build. Man, it's too hard for people out there for have to go and come back. People,
somebody kindly call back.
People got lives to live. You think that everybody just could call because you didn't need for pluck your nails and sit down there and go a bad attitude? Man, you're there for serve the public.
You're being paid to serve the people.
You're being paid to serve the public. You got, and then you got those who do things for build up the thing there for basically. And I want to call it out, Joe. Then why you grease the wheels?
Grease the, you want the
something wrong with that.
You want Carla, good morning, you're live.
Joe, morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, Joe, here I want to go with that birthday if I think this, because it happened to me the other day when I got by the park with our fish, right?
Okay, good. Tell us.
What happened is, the guy tell me, he look for something behind the birthday paper. But what happened, I think that's something like when they kind of compress. That's why I go on no worse.
Check whether the birth paper is authentic.
Correct.
All right, go ahead and tell us.
Because when I got it, so what happened to me, I had to ask the guy what's wrong with the birth paper, because everything look official and thing, I said the man, so I asked the man if I want the birth paper fall up. The man said, no, man, said, I know that. He said, but I look for something behind the birth paper. But
Obviously, there must be some security feature.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Or the security feature.
Yes. Because I make it upset to brother, because the men all the things like gone through, and when I have to stand up in a lines and the wait. But then I can understand the reason why, to my brother. Because a lot of people could forge and a lot of these things, right?
Yeah, well, that.
Yeah, but there has to be some standard in terms of the feature. So that if you fool it there, you know, because I know, watch every bird paper nearly what I see, somebody got a follow.
Yeah. But you're saying it could have quite likely be that the security feature was you couldn't see it.
Now what happened before that? They never made it put it on.
Okay.
What somebody just told me, they said that at times when you file documents it get damaged and some of the information may become unreadable for the passport system.
Okay.
That's the way it's going right there, but so when I tell you I have to go back in and get one next birth paper.
No, but that I understand that. If it's unreadable, but then you have to fix a system whereby you, as long as the feature is there, whether they fold it or mold it or do whatever, that then could read it. I tell you, I don't care when I don't care when they tell me go back or line up for get something else where will take me days and cost me money, time and job. My brother, I get ignorant.
I know.
Yeah, but you're saying that the birth certificate carries a security feature.
Even if I roll up the birth paper and the information is still upon me. That's the thing back then.
Okay.
Yeah, when the man say you can't see.
Okay, so we want to encourage people that when you go for your birth paper, you carry a fold and keep it and not fold it up because it might make it unreadable. All right, are they upon that?
Yes, man. I respect for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But tell me, when you go there, not tell me because your birth certificate, the birth paper fold up. Say, listen to me, it carries a security feature. Because of the fold, I cannot read it. Explain that to me, but not tell me, well, you can't get it. Go back again next one, the guy fold.
But Daddy, tell me that thing. You. When I left from the birth paper place with my thing, nobody no tell me no fold it. You understand me? I just said to you, I don't care if they fold it or not. Somehow the other, the passport system or whoever they read that need for get their act together, because then we need for be able for access anything. You just put another layer obstruction against it. Go ahead.
Make me take the call. Carla, good morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I'm just calling because I had a little bit of concern.
I
don't know what we do now after this, because I've been out and I've been asking for help because recently my mother took an operation at the KTMate. She had to do a correction surgery after that first operation. And they paid for the correction surgery, but now she's out and she needs help. So I don't know who to turn to, what to do, because then the second operation wasn't that she needed it. It was because of what they did during the first operation. And now we're staying at her boss's place, and I feel like we're just, intruding, because I can't take her to her own house because her whole side of her wall has a lot of holes, and then the rats and all kind of things just walking just like they live there with us. And so I just wanted to ask if anybody could just please help us or something.
What kind of, I mean, apparently you want some help as it relates to repairing the house where your mother lives, or your mother should live.
Yes, sir.
The thing is, you need to tell us what the kind of costs. You need to tell us what kind of repairs needs to be done. And I'm certain that somebody will be out there, because we got a lot of Belizeans with heart who would be willing to assist you. But if you are telling us your mom can't go back because the rat and so they live in at the house, I mean
the walls, the side of the walls, them four corner of the house have holes, like the walls them rotten.
What we need for them, you get somebody, you must have a friend who could do an estimate, a quick estimate for you, and then we could learn, we could ask for assistance, and I'm certain people will help you. But you need to tell us, I mean,
what are the extent of the help you need then?
I'll give you $1 value. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, man, enjoy the rest of the day, man, and all the best for your mother.
You know, I
but sometimes
I get ignorant anytime I hear about people being turned back. Yeah. I want to relate an incident.
Let me take the call before you. Carla, good morning, you're live.
Good morning, guys. It's a married one, right? This past month and since I decided to renew my social security card.
You try to renew your social security card,
Yes, but I expire. I gone first and I'm telling me I need a mixed ID and my birth paper. I saw my birth paper when I get it, so I didn't have birth certificate.
Your birth paper?
I gone a birth paper office and I pay for the birth certificate. For one day I $30. I got back to it and I go back to next week and I don't know already. I got back to next week and I get it. When I got a social security note and tell me I did a marriage certificate. I'm married over 10 years old. I got marriage certificate from the church. They tell me I can't valid, kind of license. I have to go back to a vital statistics.
The church no license where married you?
Hold on. I got back the birth application and I tell you I want my license marriage. They say I have to pay, not I get my marriage license.
Marriage certificate,
Yes, I have a marriage certificate from the church and I get one from the vital statistics. I gone back by the place now that social security office. So I get me social renewal. Then tell me that one year in a mind with the name wrong. No, I have to go back up there before I pay for that today in the state. Then I have to pay for the state.
But tell me something. Your original social security card was in your maiden name or?
Yes, everything in my name.
You know, wait, man.
Everything have my correct name.
Hold on. Yo.
Wrong. Then no, I have to go pay $72 for the item. One letter, my name. Then make wrong. If I get my social security card, the guy is not going to social security board and send me back. They want this and one minute. I'm not saying one country, so I can't get my social security card renewed. You know, they don't have my social security system already. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you that right now that a lot of these institutions are updating their information.
I'm not. But then after that mistake, I have to go pay $72 to get one letter from 8.
Well, what you need to do, if I were you, I would ask to see the supervisor there at Social Security card at Social Security Board and actually ask them to explain to me what are the problem and sort it out. It seems to be a lot of problem. Anyway.
I have my birth paper, 2 birth paper. When I have birth certificate, when I have birth the one family, when marriage family. I have my marriage certificate, plus my marriage license, or a bigger care for the passport, the
vital statistics,
Yes, sir. I carry the 4 paper, plus one other ID, voter's ID, and still can't get it with social security renewal. At that time, I can send the card, it just expired.
I don't know how to say it otherwise than to say that I sympathize with you. I there with you that is the type of thing that I am talking about.
One second. Can you go to school at the
What?
I never been from my country. I don't like Guatemala. I like Mexico. I don't believe them.
Right.
So why did I get so much a hard time to make I get my social security? I just renewed.
Yes, and that's why I tell you I did you. I know.
We don't go to school.
Yes, man.
Sometimes then think they really.
It is ridiculous,
yes,
Joe.
It is.
It casts people. It casts you into anything. No, you explain to me. You explain to me the justification in turning this lady around when she has done what she can to satisfy what you have said. And when they tell me bring documents and I bring them and you keep the turn me back. What are you trying to do? What are you going to accomplish when time get frustrated and think it's really going and not the deal with that? You basically put that person in our box. You box them in because suppose the lady couldn't afford the $72 or whatever it was to go do the deed poll for change one H per or whatever letter it is per in a name. Then thing wrong, Joe. Somewhere along the line, I understand that to whatever extent.
Then Kenworth be wrong, and they do, and you the work with somebody, right? And you want to go get your thing because they only work during office hours. So every time you are my boss, and I say, boss, I want to go sort out my social security thing. I go, give me time off, you go. I come back, boss, I want, you know, you say, man, how about social security?
Exactly.
So, you man, a lot of inconvenience, man, we want, man, they must go do something.
If you not got transportation for the move between them places there, suppose you come for Halate,
and you have
to do that thing there.
It's right.
Wherever you have to come from, whether that Ladyville or whether if I right round the corner, whenever you send me both the place and whatnot, something wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Carla, good morning, you're live.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning.
Got a partner right there. Joe, you know,
yes, sir.
Don't worry me, man. I noticed that you have some cases and some attorneys are trying these cases before the court, the case reached the court. I noticed from the news about one incident will occur and the attorney in the run-up that this man perhaps was shot by accident and things. I mean, he never did that present. He should have waited when he reached in a court to put this to the jurors or something, because the one serious thing I noticed they happen straight now. The attorneys then come out. Where did the man should not be charged for this and the man should not be charged?
Yeah.
And I think that thing is wrong, because if these things are to be, if the case is to be heard by jurors, I mean, the jurors then don't get one. Well, as I said, the attorney opinion.
Well, I guess I saw the same thing you're talking about. When the media people ask him a question and say, "Oh, well, you don't want to try the case now."
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it really is serious, and I think the law should do something about it to stop it. Because I mean, the prejudice towards the
justice, yeah.
I mean, if you watch it seriously, I mean, one man shoot you, that you and this man shoot you. Oh, we are turning it down. I shouldn't charge you for more than the accident. Oh, you know the accident.
Because the gun gone off and they don't know who. Yeah.
Because that's somebody to him. I want to see that all of the accident.
Boy, yeah. No, they do upon that. One of the things I
think the law should do something about it. Either stop giving information when the attorney go in a court and do like make the judge, you can't get out this matter out of the court till when the trial done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one of the things I want to add, Carla, and I wanted to, I looked at it. I know about the incident you're talking about.
Yes, and you look funny.
Yeah, and then if you're looking at the Amandala this morning, they are talking about Gappy Vega's henchman, kind of thing.
No.
I think make I tell you how I see it, my brother, and I'm upset how the media say they run that thing. Somebody lost his life.
Exactly.
Somebody died. Somebody has been arrested and charged with murder. Then let justice take its course, man. So the person has to be brought to justice. Somebody lost his life. But I see the same thing. The attorney they say, well, this and that. Why?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where is maniac that because it's one relative or that one relative with one minister?
Yes.
Has nothing to do with it. Why you or that you trying to identify this man or that one? Then
to add insult, then call her to add insult to injury. Then Ghana interview the mayor, the PUP mayor from Orange Park. Yeah, man. When somebody dead and I know PUP and UDP, I believe and died justice and no PUP and UDP.
Person has been arrested and leave the police to do his
yes, and then they ask the policeman, but I want to big up the officer in charge. You
know what I mean? Yes. I give Mr. Chico credit.
Yes,
Mr.
man.
That I think was right. You know what I mean?
Then the question the man and this and then they tell the man, so man, Mr. Chi, they tell you, listen to me, somebody has lost his life.
Exactly.
Regardless if the politics that are not in his business, he will do his duty and he will do the investigation.
Exactly.
And a person has been charged, but why the media they bring out like, oh, because of Gapi Vega henchman, and basically in the same story they said both men were friends of Gapi Vega.
As they were, what a relative to the minister, they relative to the family. I mean, come.
Yeah, justice.
Come in press.
Yeah.
In press. You know, if a man see a man go preach blow up for woman press, headline in the foreign press.
Yeah.
Over the media, then it don't
Well, I know the foreign press know that the same press. The local press. They act that way.
Anyway, but you see, Kenworth, I am of the opinion, and I watch it, right? You listen to all the media hosts. You listen to all the television station. You listen to all of them. Their goal, and I tell you, the goal of the media right now, that we bring down Dean Barrow and the United Democratic Party. That I think, you know how long you're hearing. And Jules Vasquez, and directed to Jules Vasquez, can he feel like he a tapa. When a man on the 13th of October, I can give me a book, on the 13th of October 2011, WikiLeaks broke a story as it relates to the Brazilians. They earned two and then get two cable company, and this is something we come out of the US Embassy. They got two cable company from the three big man and down south in lieu of a profit sharing agreement. You remember just before 2008 when they lost, they had a big meeting up the free zone where they dice up the country. PUP, Johnny Bracino, dice up the country and give profit sharing agreement as it relates to oil exploration, right? That story, we broke that story on the 13th of October 2011, 6 years ago. Jules Vasquez carried out that same story the night where he interviewed Johnny Bracino. Johnny Bracino said, I want to bring you the documents, I want to show you this, that. Up to today day, Johnny Bracino has not responded to that. And Jules Vasquez interviewed Johnny Bracino every week, and that has not been brought up. Yes. Carla, good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning again.
Yeah, man, good morning.
The thing with these people at the counter, at government offices, is that when you ask them for their name, they get ignorant. They don't want to give it to you. They don't give it to you, and they don't wear any name tags. And those that do, the printing is so small you can't read it.
Well, I personally believe that would believe that them people with it and they fund this and so they should have some name tag so that you could identify them. Because how you complain about somebody where you don't know a name. And I believe also that somewhere in that office they should have some sign where say Mr. Kenworth Tillett is the officer in charge. Because basically I am saying that we need to, if you go anywhere and you are dissatisfied with the service, you are to have somebody who you could raise your concern and complain to. Because basically a lot of times you see they call it talk show. Hold on, my brother. They call it talk show, and then they don't listen and they say, "Oh, they could back they call." People believe, and I want to tell you this, and I've heard this in offices already. Oh, call it talk show. Call do you want? That should not be the recourse. The recourse are to be if you are in an office and you are dissatisfied with the service and you need to speak to you ought to be able instantaneously to
appeal to somebody.
Yes, man. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, my brother. Go ahead.
My brother, at Medical Associates, I am very proud of them. On the wall there is a plaque with the person's photograph and the name of who is in charge and the number that you can call in case of anything concerning you and the hospital services. It is right there, right over where the clerk sits. The photograph, the name and his number.
Officer in charge, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, right there with a number. Yeah, man.
Yes, that is. I don't know if you have ever seen it. It's as a medical associate.
That's a private institution, and they have their own policies and they move on. But to whatever extent we have been addressing, it's something that is endemic to and I use the wrong phrase. What happened with government services to whatever extent. You understand me? You know, somebody pointed out to me that basically when they go through a Senate hearing, and what has been pointed out in that Senate hearing is that to whatever extent when when public officers and so make these mistakes or these particular decisions, that we have to go through a way for find a way for correcting that to some of the things that come out of the Senate hearing while and they try point by politicians and whatnot, that the public officers have one duty and one responsibility to act responsible and to try to the best of their ability for be right in the dissemination and their services. You understand me? And to whatever extent, when time you have to go correct them mistakes, right? It costs you in a time, effort, and in a emotion, because my brethren, I know how mad you are in terms of having to deal with the situation as it goes. The counterproductive when time you not get the places then where you have to go get your thing done, fall a breakdown for you, and it worse when time you cannot be when they not explain to you what is it that you have omitted, done wrong, made a mistake with, and then you have to go 2-3 times because every time they send you back for one piece of paper, man, it costs you.
You know what Mr. Argus said. What Mr. Argus said is so correct when he said that and they hand their documents and nothing is ever wrong with them.
If you're wrong, then correct it right there.
People come from Punta Gorda, they come from a region, and those are always wrong.
You see, but I think
what you said was very right.
You see, Carla, I also think that there need to be somebody in charge in these offices, because basically it is a crime. It is a crime to bribe any public officer.
The how you name?
Huh?
The how you name?
How I know? Huh? Yeah.
Question they will get.
And then if you say, I need your name because I'm going to campaign. Security.
Yeah.
I have seen it happen.
I always think it's ridiculous when they tell me about ID card or something expired.
Thank you.
I always think that ridiculous.
You know, but one of the things I want to say, Kenward, if I'm going, basically, I want to renew my social security card, right? I have to be able to take my social security card to the social security office there and say, listen to me, my social security card is expired. I need to renew my social security card. I am of the opinion that the social security, the person I am dealing with at the social security card ought to be able to say, listen to me, sir, to renew your social security card, you need A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Tell me what I need. So when I go, I make sure I get everything and I take it back. And I will tell you why, and that's just me like deal with Whole Redeemer Credit Union. You know, I went to Whole Redeemer Credit Union and I've been a member at Whole Redeemer Credit Union, from the early 70s. My information is from the 70s. I went there the other day and the lady said, well, first of all, I show one social security card. No, I show one driver's license. And the driver's license may expire. He said, well, Mr. Bradley, this is not valid, can expire. I can take it. So they tell me you need, so they say we are updating our information, right? This is what we need. We need A, you need one job letter, you need what else? Well, I'm getting pension, I need that. I need one utility bill, I need my social security card, I need my valid driver's license. The lady was able, and I said, give me one only paper, and I write down, I borrow a pen and I write it right down. Bop, 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 right down, 16. And I gone and I get it. When I go back, he say, okay, thanks. But if I couldn't go and say, we are bring, then I carry, oh, but you know you need a utility bill. Oh, but you know you need this, man. I believe that when you go in our institution, you want some kind of information, you want some kind of document, tell you what
I have problems with anything, you know, Joe. Anytime you tell me I need to get a utility bill, I will tell you something. I don't have one utility bill in my name.
Well, then you have well.
I do not have one. I think there are just some of these requirements. I got big care. I got big issues. I got issues with it. Well, I know what it was, and now I told that different conversation where I depend right now where that is concerned. But me that same thing. But when you tell me I can't use your thing as a valid as an ID because it expired. How ID expire? Our ID, our ID. You might tell me the date for that ID. You might need to tell me I might need to upgrade it because one time you might take it when you're 20 years old. I know you're 50. Well, you look different or whatnot. But not tell me about no. You can't identify me by that identification, man. Something wrong in that. And I got problems with it. That's still to know. I know the talk about just.
But listen to me. I am saying, all right, you got a problem with it, right? You got, but my thing is, I am saying that when I got there, the lady told me what I need, a valid driver's license. So I know, listen to me, if I got it and I carry the old one, that's my fault.
Right.
So I know exactly the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, this is what I need, and I took it there. But you got a place that like the lady, they tell you, all right, you're going to our place. It could quite likely be that the lady who complained about the social security card and the marriage license and that kind of thing, it could quite likely be that maybe the lady original social security card was in her maiden name.
No, she said me correct me.
All right, but then my thing is, Kenworth, tell me what I need.
Yes.
So I don't have to be coming back. Because like I say, I did work for you. I want because nowadays we have social security card for everything. So I work for you, Kenworth. So I go, Mr. Tillett, you know, I want to renew my social security card. Okay, could you give me a half an hour time off? You go, bam, yes, I go. Bam, I go for the social security card. The lady say, that, well, all right, boom, 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 all right, I go, I get the information. I'm going back to you, Mr. Tillett. You know, last week I had asked you if I could get my social security card. I have the information, I'm going to submit it now. Boom, all right, sure, Joe, you could go. Man, next week I come back and they ask you know where I tell you, how much social security card, you know, it's inconvenient, man. Carla, good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, man.
Yes. When it comes to validity of the
identification,
license, passport, and any ID for banking and so on, they tell you that it is not valid because it is not, the date is expired. Now, if the police pick you up and you have a driver's license or a passport that is expired, they still arrest you. They don't tell you we can't do that because your ID is outdated.
Is it? Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The driver's license for any institution, right? It is the driver's license number that is important. The date of expiry is for traffic department's purposes.
Well, Carl, I could tell you that I know of one bank we not accept one driver, even valid driver's license as an ID.
That's I believe not accept that.
They don't accept driver's license as ID.
But I think he's addressing what I was talking about.
The passport, even the passport number assigned to you is what is important, not the expiry date on the passport. You can be told that you need to get a new passport with a new expiry date. Yes, I could understand that. But that number assigned to you, that passport, is yours. Right? But now you go to the bank now, we can't catch a check because your passport expired.
Yes, they do that.
Yeah.
And I tell you that how I always say how our ID expire, how the identification that the number expire.
That means that
the date where it expire not change the fact that I still can work till it.
When your ID expires, it means that you are no longer on the face of the earth.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I think this whole system of expiry dates and so on prevalent IDs and so on is a stupid concept in this country. An ID is an ID is an ID is an ID. The date for the use of that card, like the driver's license, that is not for banking purposes. That is for traffic. If you're driving without a valid driver's license, the passport is if you're trying to cross the borders and the passport is expired. It is not that is not you. That is not that
document.
That you know because it expired.
Yeah, the document. Yeah.
Yeah. So why does the bank look at these things in that light?
Why a lot of new things now.
Always about money and where the bank is concerned. I don't even want to start panning. As far as I can, I guess to try move. You can't.
You see, you go to America. Thanks, Carla. You go to America. And you go pay out a $100 bill and look at you like you're crazy.
Oh yeah, they
look at you like you're crazy.
They got for their own set of things. Watch, I'm gonna tell you something. My thing is, as one poor ordinary citizen, I want the smoothest ride I could because I think I deserve it as a, guess what? Not put up barriers in a with anything there. All and do the you have to present.
You know what I want to do? Let me do.
All right. Yeah, you need DEFG. When you come here, you got all your thing alright. Pick it up.
Go over a month up and down a social security card and up and down a vital statistics to try to get my just to get my social security card renewing. I don't have one, It expire. And they give me hard time to take it out.
Yeah, they don't want to use it.
So why didn't you miss it again? When I go about it, all my documents I got. Because I'm not going to go to security card again. I'm wasting time.
But I hope that somebody from Social Security, from the social.
No, but that's not right. That's not right. You pay Social Security, right?
Yes, sir, I have my Social Security.
And now what they say, as far as I'm concerned, you supposed to be able to have a card and you are not to be going through them kind of problems. That's not right. You forced to pay Social Security and yet you can't get the services. Something wrong with that. Somebody for Social Security need to tell you that where they go on.
I will write that down because I think...
But then the bad part send what up to them mistake.
Yes.
From my fee, when I'm in put on here. No, I have to go pay $70 for the phone to get that thing. It's a one stupid listening. You know the message I get. Because I use my mother to birth certificate she gave me when I ban and my marriage license. Everything in my name.
I there with you.
My title change from over 20 years ago. My title change. So I'm not sure when they give me so much hard time to get that. And I don't got one already. I still have the old one.
Well, what I will do, what I can promise, what I could promise you, my dear, we are to have, I think the chairman of the Social Security Board are to be here with us. He was supposed to be here yesterday with us. Basically, they had a, let me see, they had a report. They had but I just want to say this. They had a report, the consultancy to assess the improved Social Security Board sickness and injury benefit. We were supposed to discuss this report, and I will ask about that same thing. Carla, good morning. You're live.
Yes.
Sir.
How come only in Belize the Social Security card has an expiry date? In America, they give you a Social Security card. It has no expiry date. In Mexico, you get a Social Security card. It has no expiry date. Only in Belize, like I say, only in Belize these things could happen.
Only Belize.
First of all, Carla, I think I will answer that. I will try answer it this way. The Social Security system that believes young relative to the other systems there.
Since 1981.
Another thing, you know that in the United States, they are never use a social security card as an identification. Here we do it, and I don't know, I don't understand why that they use social security. In fact, I would have never show you my social security card or number if I don't have to that the States, because people could take the social security number and use it for fraud. Mm-hmm. So that's not something that you give out lightly in the
United States. Social, okay.
Here in Belize, the driver's license then, because I don't know, and the voter ID, to whatever extent the business establishments then, like the banks and whatnot, have no respect for the driver's license and the voter's ID and whatnot, for whatever reasons. So they will use the social security as an identification that satisfies them, and they also use the passports. To me, somewhere along the line, they are to be mandated to take some form of identification that is universal, whether that is social security or the passport or whatnot, but not tell me, you know, you have to have this particular thing, and then when you go try get it, you run into so much problems. You're supposed to try assist citizens in terms of what they need to do to get things done, and enough for the build up barriers to them doing that. And in my opinion, they're not just the system, but a lot of time that the personnel then where they work them this day, you go through, and then you don't have any recourse like where you said. But we're going to break right now.
Our numbers are 2025-360, 2025-361. The clock on the wall is telling us, Kenworth, it's 19 minutes after 8 o'clock. Kenworth till Joe Bradley. We'll be right back after the short commercial break.
Alright, I get it. You're the LTE Advanced Pass. But I know you have to pay a lot for them kind of speed there.
Nope. This is not smart, you know.
You know, Sarah Lee, your friend is right, you know. You to pay more for that cup of coffee than Diana to pay for her internet. She just paid $4. Plus, they just have data plan for as low as $2. Your service provider jacked up their prices for their data plans just for guest social media sites only. And then they gone and jack up the prices for all of them data plans. I mean, all of them data plans. Smart that love, no? Listen, Miss Sarah Lee, with Digicel, they give you more data in all of them plans. So you get way more data for your dollar.
I definitely have to go to Digicel then.
That's true.
The bigger, better network. Digicel. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome to the neighborhood. How are you?
I'm kind of okay. The thing is, I've been living here for the past 2 months now, and I haven't gotten the chance to transfer my telephone and transfer my cable. I've been so caught up and so busy dealing with the kids and unpacking and organizing that the time is not enough.
Really? There is one more thing that you need to add to that transfer list. Haven't you seen the ad from Elections and Boundaries Department advising it's the transfer of electors period? July and August of each year are the only 2 months that you can do that?
Every year, July 1st to August 31st, registered persons can be transferred from one electoral division to another. The law states that after a registered person has electors are urged to bring along their voter's identity license.
Apply to be transferred in my new division. See in who represent me in my new constituency.
And accurate information for it.
From the Elections and Boundaries Department.
And tech data, motor network, no limits, no restrictions. Be unlimited with Digicel's fully loaded Data Plus postpaid plans.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Be prepared before a storm. Protect your family, home, and appliances this hurricane season. Remove antennas and trim trees that are close to power lines. Install surge protectors for your appliances and help prevent damage from lightning. Always have batteries for your radio so you can listen to hurricane advisories. Don't take risks. Call 0800-BEL-CARE or 0800-235-2273 if you have any questions or concerns regarding electrical safety.
Okay, students, let's focus now.
Teacher, yes, teacher.
Can anyone tell me what sustainable development means? Ganze?
Huh?
Anybody?
Teacher, last night my dad was talking about sustainable development and he said something about people and nature and something else. Oh, and money.
That's good. But did you ask your dad what sustainable development really means?
Yes, teacher, but he said I was too young to know what that is. Is it something bad? No, Badisha, it's not bad. It's delicious. Well, at least it looks delicious on the TV. Can I get some? No, Valdo. You're thinking about edible arrangements. That's what you saw, edible arrangements.
Don't laugh, class. Some people get confused with sustainable development. But when we balance the three things Padisha said, we achieve sustainable development.
What do you mean by balance, teacher?
It is when people use only the resources they need from the forest, rivers, and sea and leave some resources to grow back again.
But teacher, why do people cut down the nice trees that give us shade and kill the poor animals?
Because people need wood to build houses, food to cook, and water to drink.
But teacher, we have enough trees to get wood and enough plants and animals to get food. Good enough that we can sell them and make money.
That may be so, Waldo. We need money to live. But if we use up all the resources, then there will be none left for our friends and families to see later. Do you think that's fair?
No, teacher. That's being greedy. My mom always tells me to use what I need now and save for rainy days.
Exactly.
Teacher, if we take care of Belize's precious resources and practice sustainable development, we and our children can enjoy all of Belize. That's what I learned from the Department of the Environment when they came to present at our school.
Oh, that's excellent, Waldo.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital has always been there for me and my family. When my son broke his foot, the KHMH was there. When Mom had the heart attack, the KHMH was there. When Uncle Charlie was caught in the car accident, the KHMH was there. And when I was ready for the latest addition to my family, the KHMH was there for me. I am grateful for the services of the KHMH because without them, everyone in my family would not be here today to celebrate with me. I pay my fees at KHMH because it ensures that their services will be there for me and my family whenever we need them.
Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
Your one-stop marketing shop is Dolphin Productions. Contact us for graphic designing, printing, banners, billboards, t-shirts, embroidery, promotional items, ID cards, and so much more. Give us a call at 223-1837 to get your business marketed. Find us on Facebook and Instagram or email us at info@dolphinbc.com to get your order in. Dolphin Productions, bringing ideas to life.
Fusions that you love. The refreshing sea breeze on a hot day at the beach with your best friends. Live your favorite moments with Fuse Tea, lemon or peach flavor. Fuse the best of tea and fruit flavor. Fuse Tea for only $1.75.
They say money makes the mail run, so when you need it to run at lightning speed, go with the Pro EMS. Express Mail Service is the worldwide post office brand of its speed mail. Your item is received at one of our counters and quickly and reliably flown to its overseas destination within 2 to 3 days. EMS in Belize 7 days per week. Tracking, signature, and delivery. The Belize Postal Services EMS is available for far less speed, economy, and
Soy y a tu familia para que se sientan dentro de mi abrazo. Tu hogar, dulce, feliz. Tú puedes con ICBinsurance.com.
Bank's free online banking. Make Social Security contributions. More time.
Studio 2 Probation Center in Belize. Kenworth Tilly, Joe Bradley, we're sitting in Studio 2. We're operating from the foothills of the Bell China Bridge right here in Belize City on a Tuesday. It's the first day of August 2017. Yeah,
we're back, Joe.
Yeah, Kenworth, we were talking about and while we were on break downstairs, we had this little conversation, and I think you know what might have to happen. I think the businesses in Belize, both public and private sector, and I know maybe in some of the private sector business, there has to be a policy as it relates to the use of cell phone while on the job. It is.
Do I turn off my cell phone right now?
No.
Yeah.
You know, because there are times, and people will tell you this, that there are times when you go to certain offices, different offices, you know, you're in the line and somebody's on a phone, or somebody, your attention, your services will be disrupted because somebody has a cell phone call. And I think there has to be some sort of policy as it relates to the use of cell phones on the job.
Joe, every institution, whether a cell phone or regular phone, ought to have one policy, especially with those who are on the front line dealing with the public. They address that when you stand up in a line in a bank and somebody depend on a cell phone, that one disruption. Then they invade my space because I have to hear them talk about the picnic when they had to discipline this morning, or whether the $500, $1,000 investment make proper or whatnot.
Or they lose at the casino last night.
And that type of thing. But most of all, to those institutions and public places where they serve the public in any way, whether that one in our shop or in a social security or in our government office and whatnot, when you got one worker power cell phone or the tech calls while and they deal with me, they got a phone that they use and then they do whatever they're supposed to do and whatnot, man, it's disrespectful You not only disrespectful, hateful, because you that not everybody could hold a conversation and do what they're supposed to do, and it look bad. When time they dep on their cell phone during the time when they're supposed to serve you. I know to tell you that you know you shouldn't have your you can't use your cell phone and whatnot, but the places there where they work, it would serve us better if there is a policy as to the use of cell phones, whether you're the receiver, the make calls or whatever it is, or dep on Facebook or Fastbook or whatever you want. You know, it really irritating, man, and to me, it not serve no purpose.
Well, I think
because other business, somebody sick on a sit to it that on the phone thing now they
Premier is starting it out there.
When you go to the bank, then you can ask about something, so they distract because the girl
have it.
Okay,
but the thanks as the protectors are the person who put the money in, and so they on March 3rd they had this coming out of the thing whereby the thing was invalid, unenforceable, and in breach, and on the 28th of April 2017 that order was perfected.
Great.
Right? And so far it's April, May, June, July, August. That's 5 months. 5 months now we have heard nothing from Luke Palacio and the union, because
Lucas said I don't think hinting now, only what? Vice President?
Yeah, but that's still for hinting because he was the president. And so if who are the president?
I don't know who the president now.
Isn't the president Elena Smith?
Probably.
So they need to account for that money. If I'm not mistaken, I think
and they apply it.
And it is time you right?
And the fair wrongdoing is agreement with bring back the millions, admit all the wrongdoing for everything. There's so many reasons where the weather deserves. They are line up, lean for the sending down this UDP. Things where they care down in a village. There's more to come with me. The only thing we could look on and all our help fight.
Credit for that, but then the credit and judge by sure 81 independence, but I will probably Philip country to continue. How comes Feinstein 9. Royal Merchant 9.5% that are 25. If you pay 20 right, so all of that negotiate gone back with pull right
are that they and Mr. Lands thing.
I would say get 5 million. I mean, do something where they would be listening and they would
need to speed up the trial investigation. Only one.
He has been on
those people. Yeah, go ahead.
Accusations in the court. No, that are two things. You know, I try to look at things and I wonder, all right, are the attorneys that we have so good, or is the prosecution so bad? You understand me? I tend to always want to believe that if you can't prove a man guilty, then somehow or the other that the system where we got, and that has worked for us for so long. However, the conviction rate in terms of major crime that believes that definitely something to be concerned about. And I don't know, Joe. I do not know whether I don't know whether they fix. I expect that there are I know that there are people much more versed in the system of the courts and know much more about it than me. I do have a problem with the amount of people that get acquitted, especially difficult thing for our
mind the open, and because if you don't have that, then the witness then not come forward. You know, so you have to get some kind of protection for you. I see that. So.
Okay, Okay, the caller said they need figure some.
See that one, I never mentioned that, right? But I guess that I would throw that in with the same way I talked about the investigators and the investigative techniques that they use. I don't know if, yes, there has to be one part of the solution would be to see to it that witnesses are given one better degree of protection. I don't know how you go about accomplishing all of that. I don't know what the cost involved is, but I believe that we have one rush of murders that nobody consider the consequences of murder anymore, because they all believe, apparently rightly so over the last few years, that they are more likely to get away with it than they are to suffer the consequences. So to me, all I want that somehow or the other we get one comprehensive look on it and try to the best of our ability for move forward with attempting to fix whatever is wrong up there, because in my opinion, why they say for right now, the end results are most of the time wrong. I don't think that everybody will get accused are to be convicted, but I don't think that everybody will get accused are to walk away as not.
As you know, in our system, you are innocent until proven guilty.
I just try to provide a reasonable voice. That's it.
Carla, good morning. You're live.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Tell us.
If you look all over the world and they don't know it, eyewitness, but one strand here better than 10 eyewitness. And I know what happened to the DNA testing lab where they have the lady level. A lot of these crimes could be solved by DNA testing, and I don't know. Because when you look for some of these cases all over the world, now they even call eyewitness again.
But one of the things,
the lone DNA testing, one strand here better than 10 eyewitness.
One of them, but Carla, I will tell you also that we talk about forensic.
Everything is done. Yes. You have to do things, you know, there's a progression of the way things are done. The way you collect that evidence for even get to DNA testing has to be looked at. And we come a long way. At least we've come a ways. I don't know if I want to say a long ways, but we've come a ways. Yeah, there are better the forensic collection or the forensic people are better today than they were, but we not get to the end of the road where we can be certain that will play enough role in the actual trial individuals who are accused. You know, so I don't know. My thing is, at this point we need for upgrade, and I don't know if you're saying obviously there are cases where they take too long to come to trial.
Yeah.
And I say system to work.
And the forensic also, we have to also ensure that the information provided from these tests also that they're reliable.
Yes.
We had an instance where somebody from the forensic was convicted of tampering with the evidence. And so you wonder, we have this whole operation here, we got all this, but then how reliable is the information? Because basically this officer who was convicted, the court has called him a number of times as an expert witness. So what happened to the case? So we have to also ensure that the information we are getting is reliable.
Definitely.
Because it's like OJ last week we were talking about the CCJ rule. There was a case in Barbados where the CCJ ruled that it is mandatory now that all confessions must be recorded.
Yeah.
Must be recorded, either the video or the the audio. It must be recorded, and so it will give more credence, because basically we don't know, you have on trial, and then when he tell me legal term, then you have to have on trial within a trial. To decide whether
the evidence is proper, or
to decide whether that confession will be accepted or rejected. Man say all of that can wipe out, because if you got it and say Sita, it will be now the defendant to prove that you me wrong. Can you know a man?
I get opinions that come in.
Let me get this call because it's someone. Carla, good morning. You're live.
Yes, Doctor, I see point where Luke made it about the embassy, right? Okay. The thing is that, as I heard before about the witness protection, I know about several incidents where the witness get killed before the case trial. I could call him. Position. I heard whoever they have in the country, make they deal with the part that instead of the local police.
So as it relates to me that for we public
faith in a political problem either.
Wave music only.
All we need is somebody to lean on.
Yeah, you don't know this is Jackie on your tune.
Wave Radio.